Just play.
Hey everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining. This is our third session now of role player adventures, and we're so far everything looks how to say this. Everything's going well. We haven't had any. Most of the encounters we have is actually we have succeeded, right? And just doing a quick check of like what are my cards right now. So if imagine right, if this is a real adventure, and then you this is your characters, right, and you can say like, okay, I have a necklace, I have an amulet with me, I have a mystic robe, I have a signet and a gauntlet. So far everything you're wearing it looks okay. But then when it comes to the weapon selection, you can see that okay, right now I'm holding a mace, I'm holding a spell book, I have a dagger with me, I have a shield, I have a small wand in my pocket, and another dagger. It's like fully stacked and everything. So far we have our hand is a little bit big now. We have a couple of things to manipulate. Most of there are things that we still can't manipulate at the moment. I think red, we can't do much anything yet. We can't change anything to red, but we can't uptick down. The only thing I think we have a couple of things for black, green and blue, as well as white, and one for purple. So the red is the only issue at the moment that we have right now. So and then the last time we did an upgrade for our play limit and combat dice limit, as well as doing a mastery chart upgrade. So we are now on 2 on wisdom. So we can at least use one of the return to card deck that we have here uh, in our hand right now. Okay. So we will try to continue the adventure, which is the Outbreak in Undercity. So here it is. It is by James Ryan as well. So it's basically the same author from the last two. Okay, and as instructed, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 uh, markers here, so we can understand what we can do on the last one. Okay, and then shuffle that, put that aside there. So as there and there. It's good. I also did most of the titles here that we have accumulated. So at least it's easier for us to reveal rather than placing it here on this side. I think it's much better if we have it placed only the recent ones here and then just take everything that we can get after that. Okay, great. So it's time to continue. Thank you for joining, and let's go as our adventure begins. So, while the rest of your regiment head north to battle, you were sent to fetch the head of a giant troll for King Taran. After your return to the capital city of Sabek, Commander Zalek ordered you into the Undercity to deal with an outbreak of vampirism. Undercity, a maze of catacombs and old sewer tunnels under the capital, is populated with criminals, outcasts, rebels, and the destitute. The locals have a rather low opinion of King's Guard, and you suspect that they won't hesitate to infect you if given the chance. You follow Zalek through a graveyard, through the royal mausoleum. He unlocks the gate and you enter. Down 3 flights of stairs, Zalek unlocks another gate and stands aside. Beyond lies a dark tunnel, one of many entrances to this maze of underground passages. The tunnels are cold and damp, smelling of froth and pyre smoke. So place our marker there and then read entry A. Okay, great. If there is no XP, and since there is, we take it and continue reading. Your mission is simple but not pleasant, says Zalek. Vampires are powerful Dragul warriors. There is no cure for a vampire's bite. Kill the vampire and all of the infected that you beat. Bring me proof that the creature is dead. You will know the infected by their cold gray eyes, long fangs, and the bite marks on their necks. Zalek motions for you to pass him, so you step through the gate. The tunnel branches after Azima Bones. One branch will take you to the Thieves Guild. Another will take you through the ossuary of the Old Order. Okay, so Azima Bones, ossuary, and Thieves Guild. Okay. The third leads to the cremation pit, which is this one. Stay alert. The vampire could be hiding anywhere. Zalek hands you a lantern, instructing you to use it to search carefully everywhere you go. Return here when your mission is complete, says Zalek. Then he locks the iron gate behind you. So heal discovery card 81. So we have discovery card 81. Maybe I should be placing this here so it's easier for me to reach, right? Okay, discovery card 81. And it is a lantern. And it is a zero cost one, so at least we can use that at any point in time. You don't need to do anything about that one. And if your king's favor is 2 or higher, A2, it's not. 2 or higher, it's 2 or less. Zalek hands you a sorry, move to another location. Okay, if it is higher only. So then we can now move to another location. So I guess we goes to the Azim bones. Let's go down here. So it's D. Wow, it's immediately D. Where's B? B is there. Okay. So we go to D. As always, we take the XP. And it says here, Azima's bones. You enter a wide pillared hall with a vaulted ceilings, built entirely from the bones of Azima, the benevolent queen of dragons and mother of this world. It was Azima's magic that first drew that many planes and their peoples to Ulos. It was then that she forged the armaments of the immortal knight, defender of Nalos, who was the first being to cross into Ulos from another plane. These bones were placed here to honor Azima, so that any visit to the ancient dead would begin with this tribute to her. Azima's scales have been set in patterns along her bones. Your lantern lights reflects back to you in a brilliant prism of rainbows, as if Azima herself were smiling upon you now. As you look in awe and fear at the gigantic skeleton, your eyes catches the quick movements of a hooded figure. Darting about between the columns made from ribs and claws, someone is attempting to approach you unseen. So we can douse our lantern and wait for their approach. Okay, and or attack quickly to catch them off guard. I think we try to see what this guy is, right? So we do a dex and con. I'm not that good about it, but I think we can survive it. Oh, sorry, we actually forgot something. Forgot to fill in our stats with cubes. The two here and the last two. Okay, so we go to D2. What's D2? It says, you douse your lantern and wait quietly in the darkness, listening carefully for any sound the hooded figure might make. Ooh, we're not playing in legendary mode. So we do a skill check, concealment 1. Oh, that's easy. Skillment 1. Let's say level 1. So I think we'll do that. Concealment. Here we go. Oh. I think we push this a little bit here since it's not really required. With that concealment 1, which is require a, what's this? Dex and con. So this is black and green and black and green. I think we can spend one of each right now. So just place that in there. And then we get a black as well as a green. And then we get the other two randomly. The red. Lastly, white. Okay. Okay, so here's our first concealment. See if we can hide from the one that's actually following, they're trying to approach us. Oof, they just do that. So we get 1. Let's put that here. We got a 1, we got a 2, we got a 4, and another 2. Okay, so it looks like the 2 can be placed here for the green. That's good. We can uptick this to 1. Okay, so I think I remember from my hand is that we have a we have the unholy flail. Yeah, we can increase a black or purple die by 1 or 2, which then goes to our discard pile. This will then be a 3 because of it. So that's that. And then just need to make this into a 5. So I think we can. There's no way for us to uptick a red because that's the only one where we cannot manipulate anything. Oh, if I change it to green, right? We can use the wand later. We can use the wand. So I think we have one here. Let me double check. There. It's a 4 right now. Okay, great. So we can use the. I don't want to use the resolute at the moment. Maybe we can just try something else. Yes, something that this is red. Yes, something that comes back easily after the fight, right? Not we don't want to use the spent file so much yet. So first we will use the relentless. So let's put that in discard pile. This is now considered green. Then we will use our wand to uptick it by 1. So it's now a 5 green. And just like that, we were able to conceal ourselves. So first we get our 2 XP for completing that one. And let's put this back in a dice bag. So since the counter is complete, we take our discard pile and put it in our hand. Yes. Okay. So we passed it. We go to D4. To most ears, there will be nothing to hear in the dark hall, but yours pick out the shallow breath and heartbeat of your target, enabling you to seize the hooded figure from behind. Relighting your lantern and pulling back the figure's hood, you discover the cat-like face of a Bastia woman, her forehead painted with the eye of the starlit door. Okay. Before you can say a word, her blade is in hand. Jeez. I thought we passed the skill check. Okay, so we're trying to fight someone, a Mola, just number 41. That escalated quickly. Okay, so this is the one we're fighting. It's a cat. It is a cat. I'll take that. And you're looking for the surprised. Are we the ones who's surprised, or is she the one who's surprised? I think she is, right? So a surprised Mola. So the actual surprise tag says, during the skill check or the first round of this combat, all stamina spent to add to the dice pool is returned to the supply instead. I'll like that. I'll take that. So we have blue, black. Yes, that's black. Blue, black, and green. Don't have any black anymore. You can use a blue if you wanted to, and one green. We don't have a green as well. I think we might want to start using that. Do we want to use our charisma? Our 2 charisma to... Yeah, let's do that. Let's use our 2 charisma to get a black. Yeah, let's get a black. So we get 1 black. At least we're sure we have 1. And twice do the wisdom. Yeah, let's do the wisdom. Let's do the wisdom. Let's do 1 wisdom, 1 int for a blue, and 1. Let's just get 2 blue, and we can just upgrade something, I think, instead. So let's get 2 blue. Oh, that's purple, sorry. 1, 2, great. And since we have a combat dice limit of 5, we can get 2 more randomly. Hopefully we can get a green or another black. Let's see. Ooh, great, it's another black. Come on, give me something. And it's a red. Nice, well, there's something about that. Okay, let's do this. Need a proper dice tray. All sixes. There was 6 red, 6 blue, 6 black, another 6 black, and 4 blue. Okay, so what can we do with that one? We can flip a 6 blue if we wanted to. So that's one thing. That's out of the way. That's out of the way. I keep on forgetting that I at least want to start using this whenever we have the sample limit. Okay, we can reduce a black by 1. That's one option to get at least a 5. You can change any color of 6 something else. Oh no. Is that the correct way? I have to double check if it's that specific iconography is something to 6. Draw a random die. Oh, set is value to 6. Okay, let's draw a random die. Oops. No, it's question mark. If it's a something to a number, something to, where's this? Yeah, it's not a question mark. So it's not draw. It says any die turn into 6. Treat as die as another color or another value. Yeah, so any color to a 6. So I don't think it converts it because it says any color can be turned to a 6. So for example, if you want this to be a 6, that's the one that. So if we do that, we already have 1 done. Right, for this, we can make it to a 5. We need to do it 1 more. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, wait. We need to change one of these to a green, right? It's okay. We can use this, the relentless, to change it to a green. So that's another. So that's another one. So we have 2 left. This is the both done. We can only increase with. Can we uptick the blue? Is it purple, right? We need to uptick the blue. Okay. Can reroll the purple. We don't have a purple. Can change it to a red or purple if you want to. If you change one thing to a red or purple, let's see, purple. If it's two, can you do it on the same die? That's my other question, right? Could we use the spike shield to use it on a 2 dice? Specific similar die, specific familiar die, sorry, specific any die, a dice of specific color. Increase. Okay, so this is what we have: increase or decrease up to 2 blue dice by 1 each. One die can be increased while another die is decreased. The same die cannot be altered twice. Oh, okay, so it's not possible. It should be 2 different ones. So that's won't help us. Change the 4. Change the wait. If we change the 4 to a black, so we use resolute. Let's keep that away for a moment. If we change resolute to black, this one, and then we just use our holy flail to uptick it by 1. So that's done. And we are only left with this, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2 more. If we can use 2, we will have to use our bonus play limit. Put this tracker. So no, if I did use it. So for the 6, we can flip it. Can we uptick a blue? We can uptick a blue, I think so. I think I have that. No, we can't. Oh, this is the one that we have to uptick a blue. Can't manipulate the blue then. So because we can use diplomacy for that one, and it'll be 1. Maybe we just try to use our mystic robes and just re-roll the blue. Oh, we can use our runic signet. We have 2 runic stuff, right? We have 3 actually. Let's see what we can combine this. This is green, purple, and black. Okay, not enough. So I think we use our mystic robes just to re-roll the blue. Maybe we can get something out of it. So let's try to do that. Let's use our mystic robes. Maybe we get lucky. Reroll blue. One last man. Okay, and a time. Okay, so that means that's our first card. Now we will just use first we'll use resolute to change this to a black. Let's put this up. We'll use resolute to change this to a black. So this is now considered black. Then we'll use our holy flail to increase it die by 1. So it will be 5. So let's cover up 1. This is in the spent file. This is on the discard file. Now next is we're just changing the 6 to a green. Last one is we can decrease it by 1. Oh, sorry, this is the spent file. So now we have, because of this, we get 1 coin. We get 1 XP. And that is it. So I reserve marker. Okay, great. Now, because of that, we lose 2, 3. We lose 3 fatigue. And let's go to the second round. Okay. Oh, wait, I should have used my illusionist. I think I can. I should have used my illusionist instead. So we have that number 3 die, right? Rather than, so we can at least finish this. So return 2 stamina from your int attribute row to the supply and change a die in the dice pool to any value. Now let's try it. Let's try it one more time. We lost it already, so it's okay. So we just draw 5 dice and let's see what we can get. We just need a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Varying colors. Hey, let me get my my dice tray. So at least we don't spill all over. So that's our dice tray. Okay. Let's see what we can work with that. Let's see this. We have a 4, 6. If we flip the 4, what do we get? 3. Okay, we can uptick a green by 1. Yes. Here. And we just need to convert it to a blue. We have a way to convert it into a blue. No, we don't. We don't. Purple? What we can do with purple? But we don't have a way to change anything to blue at the moment. Yeah, because most of my things are there that changes it to blue. If we flip it, it will be 3. And then we just need to increase it or decrease it, right? I think we use our grin taker to get another blue. And let's see if we can re-roll this. Because we cannot do anything with the blue at the moment. And it's the same thing, it's another 4. That's bad. I shouldn't have removed the dice here. We have a reroll. Where's our reroll? Okay, I think our only choice now is to just use our stamina, our illusionist power. Return 2 stamina from your int attribute row to the supply and change a die in your dice pool to any value. So we'll just change this to a 2. That means that is now fully covered. I forgot, I don't know why I removed it. And also, before I forget, I will use my clarity. It says add 1 stamina to your attribute rows, to one of your attribute rows. Let's put it maybe back in int, ignoring the usual limits. So we get 1 gold for that one. And we consider that defeated. Put this away. That enemy is done. Number 41. Great. So what we get? You disarm her, D6. Disarm the bastard woman in battle, and she surrenders to your inspection. Her teeth are indeed sharp, but her eyes are a cool light blue, not the gray of the infected. You inspect her neck for bite marks, but find none. When you ask her what business she has in Undercity, she seems resistant to answer your queries. If you have the title Friend of Gimlix, we do go to D12. Because of that, a look of recognition crosses the vast woman's face. You're the king's guard that Gimlix met in Yolib, she says. He was just through here talking all about you, said you were going to be important to the door. She stands, introduces herself as Maula, and apologizes for the misunderstanding. I'm to keep the guard out of Undercity tonight, but in your case I can make an exception. She reaches into her bag and produces a lead medallion. Give this to the orc guard at the door of the Thieves Guild, she says. When you find the library, you'll need a password. No matter what they say, the answer is always the same. And yet the eye watches us all. Say this, and they will allow you entry. You thanked her and let her go in peace. So we reveal discovery card 78. Okay, maybe we push this a little bit there. 78. Uh, Medallion, right? This is the medallion she's giving us. It's a lead medallion. Look at that. Cost 1. So let's put that there. And sorry, let's put this a little bit, just a little bit like that. There we go. So it's a little bit clearer. Okay, where were we? And record the keyword password. I have that now. And then we can use an item. We can use the lantern here, right? D81. Let's do that first. The lantern, D81. D81. You scour the room with your lantern. Its light reflects us beautifully off Azima's scales. You feel as if her spirit watches over you in this place. According to myth, her final act was to order the gate at Brizor Wall closed, not to be opened for 3,000 years, when she promised to return and bless the faithful. 3,000 years have passed, and the anniversary of Azima's death approaches. In a place like this, with rainbows, beams of light reflecting in every direction, you could almost believe that the myth of Azima's return is real. Okay. Can we use the lead medallion? What does maybe we can use the lead medallion and with the lantern, right? To like shine something. So let's go to 7881. 7881. Study the lead medallion closely by lantern light. Its front, sorry, we have to use one supply. Forgetting that. In front shows the emblem of moth and a dagger. On the reverse, several sets of initials have been engraved by different hands. You take a moment to add your own initials to the others. Okay. Each player return one stamina from your fatigue box to the box of supplies. So it's free. Thank you. And I think that is it, right? Where are we going now? We can go to the ossuary this way, or we go to the Thieves Guild. I think let's try to go to the Thieves Guild first before we like travel back. So let's go this way, and we will be our first encounter. So let's put this away for a minute. So our discard pile goes back to our hand, and there. And it is number 2. Okay, let's see what we have here. So we have Venture 3-2. 3-2. In a dark passageway, you encounter a young, well-dressed human noble knight, looking herself over in a hand mirror by a torchlight. When you approach, what's this? When you approach, she draws a veil over her face. Let me pass, she says to you. I am Corinna, the daughter of Lady Emilia Donsum of the Royal Council. I was just on my way to meet some of my friends, the children of the other Sabec nobles. Consider the young woman's request. Letting her pass uninspected could have dire consequences if she is infected. But Lady Emilia is a powerful figure in Sabec. Upsetting her daughter could be bad for your career in the King's Guard. Well, our King's favor is very low now, so I don't think we can. Maybe we can insist on inspecting her. 324. Let's do that. Let's insist on inspecting her. You apologize, but explain that you've been tasked with clearing vampirism found from Undercity and must inspect everyone, no exceptions. She pulls back her veil, revealing cold gray eyes and long fangs. I wanted to be Crete, she says, but it seems that you'll have to be my first fight. Ha ha ha! I knew it. Combat. Infected human 28. So we go to number 28. The human. And we got to look for infected. She's infected. Let me put back the surprised one where it should be. So we get the infected woman. It says here, for each stamina a player spends when adding dice to the dice pool, they must add 1 stamina to their fatigue box from the supply. Okay, so we don't want to do that then. So now we need blue, purple, and it looks purple. Purple, black, and green. We can't do anything. Can do blue if you want. Let's do 1 blue, for sure. So if anything we add 1, we add an extra stamina, right, from the supply. So let's get 1 blue in. Okay, great. Hopeful, hopeful. What we get? We got a purple, which is good for us. Another blue, good. And our green. Hey, it's like we can do this without converting as much. And lastly is another blue. So let's put that away. We're a success here. Marker. Okay. Okay. So first, the blue. We can uptake a blue by 1. Do I have it with me? Or is it part of the... Oh, most of the upticks are here. Ah, Jesus. Okay. Can reroll 1. We have 4, 1, 3. If we split this, split that, it's both 3. It's the same thing. We can increase a purple or black by 1 or 2. So we can please use that for here. So that's 1. It's 1 down. I can decrease a green, I think, by 1. Yes, so we use the spike shield. That there. Or this will be a 5. That's done. And we just need to work with the blue. How can we do with the blue? Can we change anything color to blue? Can swap it. Just need two, right? I think it was the same problem that we had before. Can re-roll it. Is it any blue? That's one blue. Okay, change any color to a 6 if you wanted to. Wait, maybe we cannot change a color. We cannot change anything to blue, right? Yeah, we can. If it's red. Okay, maybe not yet on this. Maybe not yet on that one. So let's put that back. Because this is our safest bet to make it into a 2. Because if we flip it, it's 2, right? So if we flip, wait. If we flip the green, we make it a 2, but we cannot change anything to blue. It should be red. So we need to change it to red first. Okay. I think that might be the case. Okay. So we used one already, right? So I think the best bet is first is 2. So this was 6, sorry. This was 6 because we did an uptick, right? This was 6. Oh, we still need to use a spike shield in order to do that. That's why. It's fine. Put it back. Okay. We can reroll the blue if you want to. We can change any color to red. So if, let's say, for example, this is a red already, can we change? Can we uptick a red? Cannot uptick a red. That's the one thing we cannot do. I think I need to sleep after this. It's fine. Let's just use our clarity to return 1 there. And I think we will take that damage. So we get 1 XP. And we lose 2. Oh, sorry. And another 3. So we just get the 5 marker, I think. I have a 5 marker here. Yes. 5 marker. Right. Now we need 5 more dice. How do you have now? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if we use 1, just to make sure we get 1 blue, we will need to put another one just in for the infected trait. So we get the blue, right? Forgot. We get the blue. Then we get 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. And we only got 1 blue. At least we got 1 red. It means we can change that to some blue if we need to. Okay. All 4s. All 4s and a 3. We can re-roll a purple. Yes, so they're the same dice basically, right? Maybe we can change any color to a 6, right? So first, we can change any color to 6. Let's use a purple to a 6. Let's try it. So if this is 6, right now it's 4, right? So we change this using this, so it will be a 6. And then we use this to make it a 5. Let's see if my trail of thought is working here. Use that a 5. Then we need to flip it, right? So we can flip using manipulate, so it becomes a 2, right? And then we change any color to a red using weak. It's 4 dice, so this will become red now. And then we can change any red to a blue. Look at that. Okay, so that's how it is. So first, started as a 4 purple. We'll use our Jade Gauntlet. So now it'll be a 6, right? And then we will use our Runic Amulet to uptick it by 1. To And then we will use our Manipulate to flip it to 2. We'll use our Weak to change it to a red. So let's say this is now same. And then we will use our red Relentless to make it a blue. So this will be now a blue. And there we go. That was like 5 cards exactly, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just up to the play limit. Because of that, we get 1 gold. And she is dead. You end her, basically. You're able to end her. Human 28. Q. It says here, you end her. Go to 328. If you have the keyword smoke, we don't. You give Lady Emilia's daughter the only known cure for vampirism. When she has breathed her last, you are left to dispose of her body. You could carry her up to Zalek and accept whatever consequences there might be for killing the daughter of a royal council member, or you could hide her body here. No one would ever know what became of her, and no one could ever blame you for her death. I think let's take her to Zalek. Let's try to be, well, that was our job, right? So we go 330. We carry the young woman's body to Zalek and explain her fate. He nods grimly, but opens the gate to accept her body. We leave her with him in the mausoleum before returning to Undercity. Reveal title card 16. Oh, I think I need to flip it like what I did before. Just keep them together. Title card 16. You have a new title card now. Killer of, what's this? What was it? Killer of something. Says here, Lady Emilia's sorrow. As you cleared Undercity of vampirism, you put a young woman, noble woman to rest. You returned her corpse to Zalek, who delivered the girl to her mother, Lady Emilia Dunton of the Royal Council. That will be a problem for us. Where is she now? Sorry. Corpse. We can rest or move to another location. I think let's rest for a minute. Let's use 2 XP for the rest. So let's put that there. Marker. And let's get 2 cards in. See what we get. Give me something good. Please, right? Not that. Sheesh, 5. So we're storing 5. We're just getting this out of the way. And then fill this up. 1, 2, 2, 4. Okay. And then we just move on to the next. How many do we still have? We have 5. We have 9. Halfway there. Halfway fatigued. And this goes back. Okay, so we just move on to the next location, right? So we did the rest already. And follow. Oh wait, yeah. So we go to Thieves Guild, which says C. Let's go to C. Let's keep it open. C, 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 C. So far, we're doing okay. It says here's Thieves Guild. Do we have the keyword stolen? No. Coin? No. There is no XP. Yes. So we pick up the XP. It says there is a thieves guild here. Their headquarters burrowed into a cavern wall that has been carved into an unusual shape. The entrance of the guild, you meet an elderly orc who submits to your inspection. No bite on me, he tells you, displaying his neck. When we see the infected, we send them to the pit. The orc seems eager to make a small talk, and he asks you about the immortal knight. The immortal knight. I heard he's gone missing, he says. Any word from Sabek? Sabek. Like everyone else, you've heard the rumors that the immortal knight disappeared during the Draggle invasion. You have to admit that there has been no good news on the front. The orc shakes his head. Too bad. I saw him slay a dragon, just north of Yolev in the Black Dunes. We kept the kobolds at bay, and he and Tarek Nowlin handled the rest. Okay. You nod politely and move to enter the Thieves Guild, but the orc stops you. Members only, I'm afraid. We can use an item. We can use our, what's that? Our medallion. So we spend 1, which is a C78. So we just basically show him the medallion, right? We show the orc guard the lead medallion, and he looks impressed. Steal a medallion from a thief? That's the only way to become a member of the guild, he tells you. Go on in. Each player returns 1 stamina from your thief box for the supply. Thank you. So basically, resets. Continue. C3. You enter the Thieves Guild headquarters and are met by a large orc woman who introduces herself as Gonk. New blood? She looks you over suspiciously. You look more like Kingsguard to me. They arrested my aunt 3 years ago for stealing a lousy apple. They still haven't let her out. On her table, Gonk has a rolled parchment with a wax seal showing the eye of the starlit door. If your star door is 1 or higher, which it is for us, we go to C4. Gong catches you looking at the parchment. She hands it to you and collects your guild token. Go ahead, she says. Open it. You break the wax seal and unroll the parchment, revealing a map to the secret entrance of a library. Tell them I said hello, says Gong. Now, how about some training? Ooh. Return Discovery 78 to the Discovery deck. Okay, that's no longer needed. Okay. Reveal Discovery 3 and place 1 XP on it. Ooh, let's go to the library. It says 3. Okay, down here. So we have to be like this. Perfect. Let's line it up. There we go. Put 1 XP there. Record the keyword coin. Shuffle the skill deck and reveal 2 cards. Place them face up next to the bench map to create a market. Okay. Okay, so skill deck. While at location C, you may buy cards from this market for their price. If your king's favor is 1 or higher, the price for each card at this market is increased by 1 gold. If your king's card is 0 or lower, the price for each card at this market is reduced by 1 gold. If you buy a card, add it to one player's hand. Okay. So we are learning a skill from the Thieves Guild, basically. So here, and here, blue. We can flip a blue. I can already flip a blue and flip a black or purple. Let's see, what do we have? What flips do we have? Yeah, I can already flip a blue. I can flip a blue twice, but it's 2 different ones, right? Black and purple, I can already do that. It costs 6 minus 2, it costs 4 basically, right? Or this is basically free for us. Pickpocket. So because it's minus 4 from our int and then minus 2, so it's 2 gold. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's buy that for 2 gold. So this is one of our thing now. This is gone. We can rest again if you want to. We are 20 gold in, I think. I think we might want to, right? Yes, we might want to. We're still full here. The problem is the fatigue one. Yeah, later. We can use the lantern. Let's try to use the lantern on the Thieves Guild. Let's see what we have. C81. It's free. Why not? You hold your lantern up to the face of the orc garden, but he pushes it away. Keep that off me, he says. I look better in the dark. Okay, I think we just move on to the other location, right? We can go here. Where you go up for the pit. Let's try to go to the ossuary first. Maybe we go this way. Let's go this way. So yeah, it says if there's no XP, we can just skip it, right? So we just go this way. What do we have here? Counter 3. 3, 3. 3, 3. If you have the title friend of Gimlix, you do 3, 5. At the bottom of the slippery slope of muck, you find Gimlix chiseling away at the forehead of a strange skull embedded in the ground. He seemed surprised to see you. I didn't think you were the type to slum in the Undercity, he says. But you come at a good time. Look at this. Gimlick's chisels breaks through the bone, and he pulls off a wand topped with an enormous blue gemstone. A cursed object, to be sure, but cursed by our old plane and none other. Care to join me in testing it out? We'll touch the gem at the same time. Ready? Gimlick's eyes shine with anticipation as he stares at the jewel. Strength and Constitution. We have 1 on both. Sure, let's trust Gimlex. Since we're going this route, let's push through, right? And touch the gemstone. Go to 345. Seems dangerous. Saying cursed and we still do it. Okay. You reach out and touch the gem on top of Gimlick's wand. Unsure of what to expect, it crackles with energy as you make contact, and you feel your mind being pulled into the beautiful depths of the gemstone. If your Starlight's door favor is 1 or higher, each player adds 1 stamina to any attribute row from the supply, ignoring the usual limit. Okay. Yes, let's put it on the strength. Maybe we can add more in the future. And then skill check endurance 2. Oof. Level 2 skill check. Endurance. Okay. Endurance 2 is dangerous. It looks dangerous. So let's put this up a little bit so it's visible. There we go. Green, 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 red, green, black. So I guess we can put two red. Yeah, since there's 2 red there. 1, 2. 1 green, paying from our constitution, right? And I think that is pretty much it. We can use another, maybe we can use charisma to get another green. Yeah, so this is how many left? 5. And then let's put 2 more. So we're now at 14. Yeah, we really need to sleep next turn. So let's get another green in. So we are getting the 2 randomly. Ooh, got lucky. And one last time. Black. Ooh, really lucky there. Okay, so hopefully our dice rolls are lucky as well. A little bit high. We wanted low from look of all this stuff. Okay, let's put this aside. So what we need is 1. We get 1. That's okay. We get a 4 green. Let's put that here. And then, okay, we get a 5. I think we can work with this. I think we can win with this. First, we can we don't want to increase it. We want it decreased, right? Because we need for that black. Oh, we can flip. Okay, so the first we use our diplomacy to flip the 5 to a 2, covering that one. Okay, and then I think we have an uptick for green, but it's a one-time use. Maybe we can find something else first. No, that's the only one. We can reroll. I don't want to reroll. Okay, we have to use one of our green optics. Spike shield or let's use a spike shield because this one does blue as well, right? So spike shield. We use that to uptick the green by 1. Let's put that in the spent file. This is now considered 2. And lastly, what we can do is use a jewel dagger to lower it by 5. I don't want to use most of these things at the moment. Let's see. I think what we can do is can use enchant. Get any color to a 4. Put that in it. If we flip black, we can flip black to 1. Ah, yes. So we use a runic signet. So that's 3 now to flip black to 1. And we use our unholy flail to increase. Oh, we can't. It's only up to 2. Okay, yeah, we can. Oh, wait. Looks like we'll be using a lot of things. We will be using a lot. It's okay. We need to. So, and then we'll be using our black, increase our black or purple by 2, which should be a 3. And we use, where was that? Our jewel dagger. There we go. To increase the black by 1, making it a 4. And that's that. So let's put this in the spent file because I think we will be sleeping. We need to rest. We can use a clarity if we want to. No, because since we were sleeping, it doesn't really matter, right? Oh yeah, we can actually. We use the bonus play. Increase clarity by 1, which is we can increase dex. And that's it. We get 2 XP because of that one, which will probably be just be district removing after. In any case. Okay, so we completed endurance 2. So we passed that test. Go to 337. You touch the gem and are transported to your most fearsome memory of the Drago invasion. Virendor, a great dragon, looks down on you in disgust, preparing to breathe her fire. But you survive the encounter, and you tell yourself that you can also survive the intensity of this memory. As you gain confidence, the strength of the memory fades, and you find yourself back in the Undercity with Gimlix, who tucks the wand into his handkerchief and puts it away. Nicely done, he says casually. By the way, did you get a chance to meet my friends in the library? I think you get along with them. He shakes your hand and bids you farewell. Each player adds 1 stamina to your wisdom as attribute row from the supply, ignoring the usual limit. Okay? And then we can rest. Let's do a rest first. Okay, let's put that back. We'll be using 2 dice as well, so let's put that back in there. Oh, I think let's use 3 dice just to be safe. I want to roll 2 twos or something. Ooh. Be safe, be safe. Oh my god. It's a 5. 5. So just this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, there. So we're still at 9. Okay, we're still at 9. So now we can move to another location. Let's go to the ossuary first. Let's see what we can get. It's B. The ossuary. The ossuary of the old order house the remains of the founders of Ulos. The representatives from every corner of the planar verse, united under Azima, the benevolent, long before Nalus divided itself from the Dragul. There must be thousands of founders buried here, their skulls and bones covering the surface of every wall, creating the sense that this whole eerie space was built not of earth and stone, but of the dead. Let's use a lantern. That's the only thing we can do. We can use a lantern, which is B81. See if we can light up something here. You search around the ossuary with your lantern and find a narrow passageway in a corner that leads you up some stairs into an ancient sepulchre. Reveal discovery card 30 and place an XP card on it. Ooh, cool. Unexpected. F. So ancient sepulchre. So it says 4. It's here. There you go. Yowza. Filling up. And we can now, rest. Do you want to rest again? Sorry, we rested, so this goes here. No, let's leave it be. Let's move to the ancient sepulchre, right? Let's go there first, I think. Or we can just go through here first and go to the library first. Let's travel back down first. I don't want to maybe find something there yet. So let's go down. Let's go to the library first. Let's go to the safety of havens of our friends. So G. If there's no XP, we take the XP, thank you. If you have the password, we do. We go to G2. Down the dark passageway, you find a door painted with a familiar eye. When you knock, A small peephole opens and a man's voice speaks. We are everywhere and cannot be seen. You recite the password Mola gave you, and yet the eye watches us all. The door swings open, leading into a dim, candlelit library of ancient tomes. In the center of this room is a wooden table where several cloaked figures sit. Pondering a map of Sobek, near the map sits a gray drawstring sack. For the keyword library, okay, and continue to G5. An elderly dragonkin man rises from the head of the table and greets you. Welcome, you arrive. Welcome. You arrive at an important moment. Soon we will restore our world to its proper place, at the center of the planarverse. To do so, we must possess all objects of power. He stands slowly and approaches you. We invite you to join us, but first you must perform a small task of initiation. The other figures rise from their seats and notice the Bastia woman who you encountered in Azima's hall among them. Okay, the top, yeah. A map of Sabek is spread out on the table with red markings all over the major cities. It is not clear exactly what the Starlit Door is planning, but it looks like it will not be pleasant for the city. Okay? Your duty as King's Guard is certain. You must arrest these rebels before they can disrupt the peace of Sabek. Um, I think we will go through the Starlit Door favor, right? Let's go through that. Let's go to G9. When you agree to perform their task of initiation, Maula smiles as he does the elderly dragonkin man. I am Masik, he tells you. Your task is simple. Open this desk and bring what you find there to the Temple of Ulos at dawn. Masik points at a small Dugurlium writing desk. Atop the desk is a quill and an empty inkwell and what looks like a broken statue. Its white marble neck mounted to a wooden base that is engraved with the name Bertram Hugna, but Mr. Hugna is missing his head. There is no obvious way to open the desk, and it does not yield to force. You take the inkwell, thinking that it might come in handy. Mola hands you the gray drawstring sack. Take this. It might be useful if you have to deal with vampire, she says. You open the sack and find that it's full of ashes. Okay? We increase our style store favor by 1. We will discover card 56, which is a empty inkwell. Okay, cost 0. It's empty. Reveal title card 22, 27, and 28. Let's use this faster. 22, 27, and 28. That's a lot of things. Okay, so first, okay, so we use this in iron type, and this is a, looks like some sort of scroll, and so I think it will ask us that if we have this, we place it on the other, so it's not useful at the moment. Let's put that there, and as well as this, because this doesn't even say an item yet. It just says 1. So we can rest again, or we just move on. Let's just move on to the other location. We got G, which is done. Should we go to the pit? Let's go to the pit from this way. This is number 4. Okay, so we go to adventure 3-4. Getting complicated now. It's getting complicated. If you have the title Duntum's Return, we do. Go to 3-6. After climbing up a brick embankment, you find yourself in the middle of a skirmish between a gang of children and the human man you encountered at the cage near Yoliv. The man's hand is caught inside a wooden box and he's swinging it around to keep the children at a distance. They all hold knives and they seem intent on cutting it until they get their box free of his hand. Just a minute. because I need drink. Give us back our backs, dum-dum, shout the children, who all have strips of green cloth tied around their arms or legs. It's weird. I'm trying, can't you see? The man cries, but the children don't appear too patient. It seems that there will be blood unless you intervene. Uh, can just seize the box, right? Because we don't want to fight. We seize the box. Dex and int. Yeah, it's good for us. 340. Okay. Says here, you stand beside the children and order the man to put down the box and cease his struggle. He leaps about frantically and screams, I'm trying to put it down. Can't you see that? You catch him and hold him still while working to free his hand from the trap. From the trap, it seems. Children looks on impatiently, knives in hand, ready to finish the job if you can't. Skill check. Thiefcraft 1. Okay. Okay. It's level 1. It's okay. Thiefcraft 1. Blue, black. It's blue and black. Can't do that. We can get 2 black if you want to. Sure. Get our 2 blacks in. 1, 2. Do we want to add another blue? No, I think not, right? Yeah, sure. No, let's leave it as B. And get 2 random ones, it seems. And we get purple and green. We need all 6s, right? Not a single 6. Okay. Can we do with that? Can use our jewel dagger if you want to. Oh, actually, we can just flip the 5. Oh, you can flip the 6. Oh, wait. I think we have one. Sorry. I forgot. We can use our jade gauntlet first to change any color to a 6. So we can change this 3 into a 6. So let's put that there. It's one done. And I think the other one is to just use, where was that? We have to use this, I think. This one. We use our runic signet to flip the 2 to a 5. And we use our unholy flail to make it to a 6. Covering that. So that's 3 dice. 2 more. Can uptick a green by 1. And then change any color to a blue. We have to use this combination, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll be spending the, I think we need to. Okay, so we'll use our wand first to increase the green to a 6. So that's now the spent file. And then we use the combination of these two. So change anything to red, and then change any red to any color, which will be blue. This is considered blue now. And that's it. We always have that that work how it is, but the thing is it's like 3 cards already. So we get 2 XP because of that. And this is considered sold. This card is back in our hand. It's gone. So we used our gauntlet, which is 6, and we are under green one. Okay, at least we have another one. So now, with the thiefcraft, right? Passed it, and we did 343. You pin the man down and release his hand from the rig box. The children thank you, take the box, and disappear into the dark. The human bows and introduces himself to you as Lord Jeremy Dunham, not Lord Dum-Dum, he clarifies, though I suppose getting my hand stuck in this box would suggest otherwise. He thanks you kindly and ask him why he is in Undercity. After you release me, he says, I decided to return to Sabek and give up on my wandering. Then I saw these poor children begging in the street, and I took pity on them. They asked if I could look at a box they had found and if I could help them open it. I did not know it was a rigged. You tell Lord Dumtum to keep himself out of trouble. Not too likely, I'm afraid, he says as he leaves. By the way, if you ever do see a pig with a black spot shaped like a swan, give her my regards and tell her I'm heading north to our family's estate. Is that pig? Same pig? So that's done. We can rest if we want to. We are now at what? 11. I think still have 9 to go. So I think that's good. So we can just go to the pit. Let's go to the pit. Let's see what we get. And fight some stuff here though. So we get the XP. Let's group the XP a little bit so it's easier for us to see how many we have. Acrid, acrid black smoke pours over you from the corridor ahead. Choking your way forward, you find yourself at the bottom of a high, narrow shaft. In a stone-walled pit, a dwarf woman is prodding a noxious fire. You bring one to burn, she asks. You have the title Secret Corpse. No, we don't. Otherwise, E5. Well, got one or not? The dwarf woman asks when you look confused. She continues. We're clearing out the infected tonight. Kill them wherever you find them and bring them here. I'll burn them in the pit. In the dark corner of the shaft, you notice a pile of clothes, and other belongings that must have been stripped from the dead. Go take Go take a look through them if you want, says the dwarf. I already took some gold. Record the keyword smoke. If your dragon's favor is 1 or higher, you can ask the dwarf woman about her purple eye. Okay, which is we do. Let's do that. E2. If you have the keyword eyes, nope. You ask the dwarf woman about the odd purple color of her irises. She decided to take you into her confidence. Many thousands of years ago, when the dragon and the people of Nalus lived as one, a member of my kin was blessed by the great dragon Beelzoth. Every 100 years, one of my family is born with his eyes and a great sympathy for the people of the north. The dragon invaded us, I know, but they did not start the war. Their homeland was destroyed by those citizens of Nalos who called themselves the Starlit Door. Okay. The dwarf woman produces an ancient pin from the folds of her skirt. This pin is an heirloom from eons past. Gives power when it touches your blood. Give me your hand and let me help you. Each player increases their concert aspect score by 1. Oh, thank you. Okay. Guess we're 2 now. I'll take that. Record the keyword eyes. So we can only do it once. And then we can use an item rest and move on. Uh, let's use the lantern, right? So E81, E81, E81. It's free, right? Free. We shine the light over the pile of clothes and other belongings. Not surprisingly, there is very little of value here. One item stands out: carved head of white marble. It must belong to a statue somewhere. Decide to take it with you. Reveal discovery card 87. Another unexpected output. Didn't think I would get something there, but sure. Thought it was just gold. Ooh, statue head. Cost 1 gold. Let's do the 56. Maybe we can use the inkwell, put some ashes in there or something as some sort of ink. So D56. You set empty inkwell on the floor of Azima's hall. Oh, sorry, E56. E56. Where is it? E56. You show the dwarf woman the empty inkwell and she takes it from you. Examine it. Nah, she says. Chipped and crusty, no good for drinking. You can keep it. Can we combine 56 and 81? Does it do anything? Shine your lantern on the empty inkwell and turn it around in the light. On the bottom of the inkwell, you notice some letters impressed into the glass. They read, "Made by Hassenfass and Sons Company, a Cobalt family glassworks." Okay, Hassenfass. Cool. I guess we can do that encounter, going to the Thieves Guild, just to find out what that is. Because that is that's the other thing that we can do anymore, and that's it. But yeah. I don't want to use the item. I don't think I can do anything here because I already did find it using the other one, so I don't think mixing it would work. So, guess we just go through here this way and flip this. Get encounter 1. So we do 3-1. From the tunnel ahead, you hear the sounds of the lute and drum. You turn a corner and find yourself in a well lit grotto, decorated with woven carpets, stuffed couches, and glass lanterns. A cohort of young Sabak nobles are gathered here, dressed in their finest clothes, dancing, drinking, and making music, really, in the middle of those things. The young Wrathborn nobles, sporting a long mustache, a fine dress, introduce themselves to you as Crete. Crete gives you a strong handshake and a slap on the shoulder. Come, they say, join us. We've sent out a friend to bring back the vampire's bite. Stay a while and you can get bit too. Oh. Looks like some culty stuff. These poor fools are trying to get infected, thinking it's fashionable. As King's Guard, you can't allow the children of Sabek nobility to endanger the kingdom this way. Yeah, I think we have to force them. 335. So we go to 335. You draw your weapons, and the young nobles stand at attention, producing rapiers and preparing themselves to duel as if this were a training session with the palace guard. Clear out, you order. It is too dangerous from you here. Creed sneers at your command. Vampirism is lovely and we want it, they say. And the other young nobles all nod in agreement. Come now, Creed says, pointing their rapiers at your neck. We are ready for you. Okay, we draw Creed and Human 28. It's the first time we're fighting two. So 8 and 28. So I think we have to prioritize one, right? So we have the Human and Creed. Stupid Creed. Wow. Is she a vampire? Looks like she's a vampire. Okay. First time we'll be using 2 brown counters. Okay, so we get a purple, sorry. So we get a purple, 3 purples, 3 greens, and we have comment that I spent a 5. So I think I use our green. Do we want to though? The problem is because if we do get hit, it's a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 3. This is a 6, 7. That's a lot because this will be a damage of something. So we need to cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be safe because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we only have what? 9. Yeah, okay. Let's just do randomly. So first one is black. We don't need. Oh, we can. White. That's what we don't need. Green. That's good. We need a blue. Red. We have a red there. Actually, we have a black. That's a black. Actually, it's purple. And another black. So this is the only black that we can cover. Purple. So let's do this. Should have rested. Okay. Can we use the black in anywhere? I can increase it by 1. We don't have the blue. We can use the red here immediately. We can just lower it by 1. Can we use the green in anywhere? We can use the green here if you want to. Or this one. I think we use it in this one. Let's flip the green. I think I have a flipper here. Let's do that first. Yes, let's use our runic necklace. Just a minute. What's the other runic that we have? We have a runic amulet. We don't have a purple. And another runic one here I think we can use. Okay. So we can use this two in as one go, right? Sorry, let's put this a little bit on top. So we can use our runic necklace and runic signet in one go. Is that better? There we go. Can use it in one go. So we can flip this black. We can flip the black to a 5 if you want to. Yeah, we can. So it'll be a 5 now. And then we can flip the 6 to a 1. Let's put this in the green. Put this to 5 there, I think, maybe. So this is one card. We don't have a purple. Maybe we can use that in one go. Ooh, maybe we can. Can we change the black to a purple? Check. No, I'd rather change the 5 to a purple, right? So because this is more heavy. Um, can change any red. Can change any color to purple. I think we use that. Let's use the 5 and change it to a purple. So that's our second card. So this is now considered purple. That there. So still damaging me 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's still a lot. Still need to at least remove that, change that into the 3 or something, right? Um, we can use the resolute. Just a minute, a minute. I think I found something here. Uh, I think that's better to keep these, right? Yeah. We can use it there, anything we want to, or we can use, where's that? Where was that? I was looking for it. This one, increase the black or purple die by 1 or 2. We'll change it to a 1, right? So it'll be 2 now. Third bonus, and then we will use our resolute. Change that color to a blue, covering that. Okay, so that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're still going to die, so we still need one more because we need to cover this one up. That means if we cover this up, it's 5 done, right? So we need to change this to a 3 purple. How can we change that into a 3 purple? Can I change anything to purple? I can change a red. Can change a red to any color. So that's our last result. So can we decrease it? We can decrease a purple. What can we do with a purple? We can flip it. If we flip it, okay. I think we're going to do it this way instead. So I think we're going to use, it's, yeah, that's why. It needs to be this one. Yeah, it needs to be this one because our resolute needs to be 3. So we increase it to 3 instead, and it will be purple, not blue. And that is why we can do it this way. So we can flip the red. Where's my red flip? We can flip the red. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we flip the red to 1. Then we use the let's try that again. Back to 6. Can we do with the 6? 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. We need to kill the human because it damages for 2. Well, crit will only damage for 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is, we have 10, 11. So as long as it doesn't damage us for 9, we're good, right? Maybe if we cover this 5, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, we survive actually. Let's do that. Let's see if we can cover this 5. This one instead. Uh, Oh wait! I forgot. Okay, I think we can defeat him. So we can use our relentless to change this to a blue, and then we use our illusionist power, return 2 stamina. Keep on forgetting this. Into the supply and change the value of any dice. So this becomes 2. Hala! So this is done. So now we get 1 gold, 1 XP for killing a human. This is considered dead. It only has lasted 1 round. We get 2 more XP for Crete. And then he damages for 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to damage us for 4. So now at 15. Now we get to do another round. We can get, I think we can get, let's get a blue. I think we need to start using our power now. Let's get our blue. Get our blue die. Let's get a red die using our strength. And lastly is, let's use our purple die, so charisma. So we are just 1 health away from being dead. This purple. Great, and we just draw 2 more. First one is a black. One is a 4. Another black. Okay. Kill this. Kill this. Okay, cool. Okay, I think we can work with that. I think so. First, we can flip the blue to a 5. Oh, it goes to a 6, right? Nope, not that one. The purple is a 6. We can flip purple. Can we flip purple? Yes. Okay. So we can flip a purple using manipulate. It's 1 die, so this will be a 6 now. The blue automatically just goes here, no matter what color, and then we just need a 5 red. Need a 5 red. Hmm. There's no way to convert. Most of our conversions are there. Can we get it back? There's no way for us to get it back, right? You can only do that for nothing. We can't. Okay. Because it'll be damaging us for 2, and our health limit is 20, so we cannot do that. Maybe if we do it the other way around, if we ever get that one. But there's no way for us to convert to a red. I think we already did most of that. I think we can use our Grim Taker for a moment just to get another die, and as well as an enchant, but then there's no way for us to can get our Jackalope as well. We get like 3 chances for a red. Okay. I think let's do that. So this is already the first die that we used. So we'll use Green Taker, just we get another red. Put that away. Yeah, any color. So we get red, right? That's our first red die. And then, so that's our second card. we use enchant to get any color and set it to 4, but then what's the purpose of that? We cannot increase red. Yeah, we cannot increase red, so that's useless. I think we use our jackalope, well, to get our familiar die. Because our familiar die is a red. Oh, our jackalope is purple. Purple and not red. Then this doesn't even matter. Okay. So we can't use jackalope. So we only have to draw that one, right? Maybe I should have just rested. So as long as we get a 2, we're good because we can get a 5, right? So we can flip it using this one. So far, this is the only thing that we have used to manipulate. Okay, let's see if we will lose this encounter. That's our only choice. Unless I'm missing something now. It's also a 1. We have 2 1s. So that's done. And I guess we will actually lose this. Not only that, we will be exhausted. Actually, that's fine. I don't know the rules yet for being exhausted. Let me find that out. Exhaustion. When the amount of stamina in the player's fatigue box is equal to their current health, they immediately become exhausted. Any more stamina that would be added to their fatigue box is ignored until they are revived. Exhausted players can play cards, use class abilities, blah blah. There are 3 ways to remove stamina from the fatigue box of exhausted players. Certain choice indicators in the storybook will offer the party options to rest. Which removes some stamina for all players. Okay. Certain action indicators in the storybook. Okay. Certain cards and class abilities will allow the party to remove some stamina from one. Okay, so we need to put a death marker. So let's put mark 1. Okay, let's put a mark 1 on our death counter. So we did not defeat her, but we get, we already got the 2 XP, right? We got the 2 XP already, yes. So we can't defeat Crete. Let's see what happens. We cannot defeat Crete. Put that back. Yeah, that's the only one we used. Let's put that back in the discard pile. It was the wrong choice of going there. So we get 2 more in the supply. So we're now max speed. Let's see what we get. 28 and 8. Yeah, we didn't want that to happen. 28, 8. Okay, let's see what will happen to us. Where's that? Looks like their fencing classes paid off here. You touch the gem, a 3-7, not 337. The young nobles training is far better than you expected. Their skill with the rapier simply embarrass you as they make sport of dodging of your blows and stabbing you. Oh dear, says Creed mockingly when you finally surrender. It appears that the king's guard has been undone. Now run and fetch us more wine. Creed's laughter follows you down the dark tunnels and haunts you long after that. Reveal title card 13. Title card, sir. Title card. Creed's hunger. Okay. You met some young nobles in Undercity who sought the vampire's bite. You were unable to convince them to return home. Creed the Wrathborn was especially pleased to have routed you. Well, it looks like he will become a vampire. Where was that? 3-7, yeah. If your entire party is exhausted, mark the death track and read the corresponding entry in the Tome of Encounters. Okay, so where's that? Death track 1. How do I do that? So wait. Is there a specific death track counter? Ah, there it is. Death track 1. First time dying, so let's see. What does it say? Death 1. You sit down and your vision becomes distorted as if rippling curtain of fog were passing between you. Let me double check. Just go back to 3-7. Yeah, so it's just rest and move to the next location. Sit down to rest and your vision becomes distorted as if rippling fog were passing between you and the world. So when the fog lifts, you find yourself in a stone hallway, cold and dark. An old woman approaches from the darkness wearing a black hood that obscures her face. Her voice is warm and kind. It's good to see you resting, she says. Azima's world is full of struggles, and a soul grows weary. She finds a smooth flagstone and sits down beside you. Oh dear, she complains. This floor never gets any softer, but look, I've come to give you something. She extends a bony hand from the sleeve of her cloak, revealing a bag of glass marbles. Each marble contains a small compressed creature looking angry and uncomfortable. You reach in and grab one. If you are playing in legendary mode, nope, we're not. Reveal rare card 7. Maybe we can play in legendary mode. Rare card 7. Fiend confinement. Ooh. Ah, look at that. Small little fiend. And you draw 3 red cards. Like that. Record the keyword passage. Okay. Passage. We're maxing our keywords now. Recover. Ooh. Roll 1 die, then remove all XP from the party journal that exceeds the roll result. Okay. Roll 1 die, then remove all XP from the party journal that exceeds the roll result. For example, if you roll a 3 on the die, remove all but 3 XP. Oh no. That's harsh. That's harsh. That is harsh. So we just lost like what? 9 XP? That is harsh. Return all stamina cubes on the rest track to the supply. Each player roll 1 die, then remove all stamina from your fatigue box that exceeds the roll result. For example, if you roll a 5 on the die, remove all but 5. And then you will get 5. Oh, it's 1 again, so remove everything except 1. That's bad. We lost all our XP. Jeez. That's harsh. That was harsh. Should have been resting. Yeah, I think I should be resting more. Each player removes all bonus play token. Let's put that back. If your attributes roll up to their limit, each player returns all spent cards to your hand. Flip your class cards ability face up. Yeah, basically you recover everything. Okay. So now, just go to Thieves Guild. Yikes. We did not want to do that. Don't want to do that again. We don't want to do that again. That's a harsh penalty for dying, so we don't want to die. Let's go to Thieves Guild, right? See? I think it just allows it to buy us again. If you have the keyword stolen, no. Coin, yes. Go to C2. Thieves Guild is open to you. The other org guard's entrance nods you inside. Gonk welcomes you back. We can learn a skill. We don't have gold. And I think we just go to the Ancient Sepulchre at F. That encounter was very costly, man. Very costly. We can use Azima's bones first. Let's do this first. If you have any of the titles, vampire, 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 nope. If there's no XP at the location. Oh, there should be one. We haven't been there. Otherwise, collect the XP from this location. Yay! We have 2 XP. Oh my god. You enter an ancient sepulchre and find a halfling man standing perfectly still and staring blankly at the decorated urn, as if he were in some kind of trance. The urn upon which he is transfixed is marked with runes that you cannot decipher. A low voice seems to come from every direction at once. The proper translation is "Ashes of the eldest, sire as all." Startled, you look around. The halfling did not move his lips, and there is no one else in the sepulchre. It was the first of our kind, burned alive by a jealous human, the voice continues. As it does so, a mist fills the sepulchre and slowly coalesces into an enormous bat-like figure in the center of the room. The creature introduces himself to you as Lord Yuvan Rakta. Okay. Okay. If you have the keyword library, which we do, F4. Oh, sorry, F4. You feel Lord Rakta's presence in your mind, sifting through your memories like a pair of hands searching your head for lice. You know you have the ashes, he says. Show them to me. The ashes? What ashes? Against your will, you find yourself retrieving the gray drawstring sack from your pack. When the vampire sees it, he draws. Sorry. He opens the bag and looks upon the ashes with reverence. Suddenly, you find that you are in control of your body once more. It seems that Lord Rakta's hypnotic powers dissipate when he is distracted. I want to thank you, he says. You have done me a great kindness, and I would like to return the favor. Okay, let's wait to receive his favor. Because he didn't attack us, right? Oh wait, it's a vampire. The favor will be a because it says constitution and intelligence, so he'll probably be just like fine. Let's see the thing. Wait for his favor, constitution and intelligence. Ah, let's go to F7. The world goes black around you as Lord Rakta pulls you into the depths of your own mind. You tumble through memories of your youth and childhood, your infancy and birth, and then beyond, further back to other lives, other existences. All the while, you feel the vampire's presence within you, searching your soul for its nature. If your Drago's favor is 1 or higher, which it is, each player adds 1 stamina to their constitution. Row, ignoring the usual limit. Okay, oh, sorry. Should be 3 now. If you are playing in Legendary mode, blah, blah, blah. Okay, skill check. Introspection 2. Yeah, introspection. So we need the blue, green, and red and white. Okay, I can do this. We can do this. Let's use a blue. Use 2 blues. Where's that? Where's the blue? We can use 2 greens. We don't need to do some conversion because they are very limited conversion. And 2, 4. And I think use 1 red. No, use 1 white because we can manipulate white. And then the other one's just random. It's a black. Okay, well, we can manipulate black. Somewhat good. Let's try this again. Give me the backstay. Okay. 2 blue can go here. It's good. Don't need to do anything there. 1 green goes here. It's good. And let's see what can we work with this one. Okay. First, can we do anything with the green? If you flip it, it'll be a 1. You can change the 4 to any color using Resolute. So we can change that to a blue if you want to. That's an option. Okay. And then you can lower the green by 1 using this. You can change any color to a 6. Which we actually don't want to. You can get 3 reds. We can flip a blue. Flip it will be a 6. What can we do with a 6? And then lower it. No, we just need to uptick it, right? We need just we can do it. We can do something with white. I think we can do something with white. Where's the white? We can uptick a white and flip a white. There we go. So that's 1. That's the second option. 1, 2, 3 for the white. So it'll be a 2 now. So now we just need a green. We need to change the green to a 6. To a 3. If you flip, we can re-roll it if you want to. No. This is 2 different die though. Yeah, it's 2 different die. The green is the one that we wanted, right? The green. We can flip a green or re-roll a green. If we re-roll it, let's see what we can get. I think that's the only way, right? And then we can see from here. Because if you flip it, it'll be back to 1 and then use that. I think let's re-roll the green first. I think we use the robe to re-roll it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's re-roll the green first. Let's see. Yes, please. Thank you. It's 4. Re-roll the green using this. Flip it using 5. And then we uptick it using our wand, basically. Making it 6. 3, sorry. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then 4 is changing this to blue. Then 5, 6, we will have to use our bonus play limits. 4, flipping it first to a 1, then uptaking it to 2. Completing that one. This is a one-time use. And that's that. We get 2 XP for that one. And this is considered done. Oh my god. Still can't believe I lost that battle. So now we passed. He blesses you, F10. Lord Rokta returns to your senses. He appears pleased with what he discovered in your mind. You have been kind to me, he says. Now accept my gratitude. His fangs sink deep in your neck, stinging at first, but then soothing. You meet again soon, he says. The time of Azima's return is upon us. Gather whatever artifacts you can and bring them north into the abandoned lands. We will pass through the gate together and find our true home. You got a vampire now. The vampire bids you farewell, turns to mist, and is gone. Fangs extend from your gums and a deep hunger wells up within you. The halfling still stares at the wall, hypnotized. You help yourself to a drink from his neck. When you're through, he remains transfixed, blood licking from his bite wounds. That's bad. So we go back down to King's Favor and go up Vampire one. Reveal the title card 25 and 77. I'm a vampire. I didn't want. Did I want that? Did we want that? You go 25. Says here, vampire stroll. I think I didn't. I should not have. I think we should have just killed him. Something. So now we are a vampire stroll. The vampire Yuvan Rokta lurked beneath the street of Sabek, infecting both good citizens and bad. You found the creature but decided not to slay him. Instead, you helped him in his quest. Infected. Your fang grows long and your iris is pale. A strange force courses through your veins. Every neck now looks like a potential meal, but you must be careful and exercise restraint. Most mortals fear of the vampire's bite. Yikes, 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 yikes. Okay. That in? And then we can, now that you have encounter with the vampire has been resolved, you may return to Zalek at location A at any time to end your encounter. Okay. Can use the item 87 here, I think. Let's use the item 80. Let's use item 81 first. F81. See if we can get something. You examine the urn more carefully with your lantern and see that it has seal been broken and its lid removed. The ashes from inside the urn have been scooped up and taken. The halfling remains entranced by the urn. Thick blood runs from his neck. Can we do 5681? What do we do with that? You carefully position your lantern to shine light on the halfling's neck. You hold the empty inkwell in position and it slowly fills with his blood while he stares blankly at the urn. Return discovery card 56 on the discovery deck and reveal 64. Okay. So we just basically put this in a bloody thing. Inkwell of blood. There we go. Jesus. Use another item, rest, or move to another location. Maybe we just, can we do anything with the statue's head? 81, 87. Maybe we do that. So we use one supply, the statue. You hold the lantern next to the statue head and place it before the halfling. He stares deeply into his eyes. Levitate, the halfling says mysteriously. Levitates most marvelously. Then he turns back to the earth and falls silent. You are uncertain of his being. Nothing levitates in this place. Okay. I think that is much we want to do. Let's go back to the ossuary maybe before we go. What's this ossuary? Ossuary is B. Maybe we can use the statue head. I haven't used the statue head yet. B1. The lantern light flicks over the irregular surface of the countless ancient bones. There are many dark corners to explore in this place. Let's use the statue again. B87? Where is it? B87, B87. You discover a pyramid of skulls and take out the statue head to compare it. It seems that the head is more or less the same size as the skulls of these ancient dwarves. Perhaps one of these skulls wore this smug face. Can we drink the blood? 64? Yeah, with the lantern. You drip a few drops from the inkwell onto the lantern's flame. The smell of burned blood draws a small swarm of bone moths who flitter around but in the smoke. They seem intoxicated by the aroma, and their wings shine with an eerie luminescence. You feel deeply personally changed by their experience. Reveal one random trait card from the trait deck and add it to one player's hand. Okay. So we get one random one here. Honorable. Okay. And what else can we do? Let's go to the Azimus bone. Maybe we can find it there. Because we found the head here in the pit. Maybe we can do D87. Let's do another one. Let's go to D first before we open D87. Right. D1. So the hall is quiet now. Azimus, the benevolent, rests in the power and beauty. Let's go to D87. Let's use that thing. Carry the statue head and take it on a tour of Azima's bones, showing him the expanse of the cavern, his stiff mug face. Let's use the 81 and 87, right? So we need to always be lighting it up. How many do we have now? Yeah, we need to sleep a little bit later. 81, 87. Your lantern reflects of Azima's many scales in a prism of rainbows that paint the statue head with no kaleidoscope of light. He's suddenly a very colorful fellow. Okay. What else can we do? Can we mix the blood with the head in here? Right? So let's mix the blood and the head. How many is this now? So 64, 87. The 64. You set the statue head down in the center of Azima's hall. Then you dip a finger into the inkwell blood and paint his face with it. A swirl of glowing dust surrounds this offering and fills the chamber with the shape of a spectral dragon. Azima's memory looks down on you with love and gratitude for your offering. Take a small touch of my blessing, she tells you. Look forward to my return. Then dust loses glow and falls to the floor. You retrieve the statue head and inkwell in awe of what you have seen. Each player increases 2 different scores by 1 each. Haha! Cool. I guess let's do the dex and by 1 each, right? Let's do the strength, dex. Make it 2, 2. That it? I think that's the use of it, right? Yeah, that's the only thing. Maybe we go to the pit. Is there anything we can do to the pit? No. Maybe the library. We got what we needed from the library already. So I guess we just go back to the graveyard and finish this. I can't believe I fell to the vampire stuff. Okay, graveyard. Go to A1. Zalix taps you at the iron gate and tells you to show him your eyes, neck, and teeth. After assuring himself that you are not infected, he asks about the progress of your mission. If you have the title Vampire's Executioner, I don't. I have the Vampire's Troll, right? Not Prey. I have the Vampire's Troll. Let's go to A4. You tell the commander that you were not able to slay the creature. Zalek says nothing in response. He opens the gate, turns his eyes away from you, and begins the march back to the surface. This is not a good sign. If he were simply angry, he would berate you. This is more than anger. Zalek is afraid. Okay, turn to the end. It's not what we want. It's not what we want. The end. You follow Zalek up the stairs and across the graveyard, making your way back to the barracks. Your march takes you along a ridge that looks out over the city. Sabek is a port city, and as dawn breaks, the bay turns from black to gold. All is still quiet in the capital. Only farmers and fishmongers preparing for the day's market are up at this time. During this quiet transition, you reflect on your night's adventure. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's do one by one. All bad. All bad. So, no. Both infected and vampires. Salic fears and silence are unnerving. You worry that he's seen your extended teeth or the gray in your eyes. But Zalek leads you back towards the barracks without a word. If he knew you'd taken Lord Rakta's bite, he'd already attacked you. Seems that your secret is safe at the moment. You have made a powerful Draggle friend who has asked you to meet him in an abandoned lands. You catch yourself gazing at Zalek's neck, and you feel a surge of hunger coursing through your veins. You reach to feed and to see your sire once again. Okay. And then Lady Emilia Searle. There will be grief this morning in Sabek. Salek has delivered the body of Corina Duntum to the palace guard, who will carry her home with reverence. It might also be a sad day for you if too many questions are asked about how the young woman died and what your role was in her demise. Even so, you defended Sabek nobles from vampiric infection. Whatever the politics, you have done your duty and can take some comfort in that. Okay, I guess so. And then we get to Pete's hunger. Oh, jeez. You fear that the other young nobles you met may have been infected, and you find their attitude most disturbing. That they would flout danger and even actively seek out vampiric infection bothers you to the core. Nobles lived a protected life here in Savik, even where their proximity to Undercity. They did not see the horrors of war during the Draggle invasion, so they have the privilege of entertaining romantic ideas about things that should cause them terror instead. You cannot help but worry about what might become of the royal council or even the king himself if they become infected. We did not want to do that. And that's it. That's what we have, right? Yeah. There was nothing I could do with the stats you had. Weird. Inkwell blood, yes. We were able to increase some stuff, but I don't think we could have done anything else. Okay. Your musings are suddenly interrupted when an explosion breaks the morning peace and a massive cloud of dust arises from Tarrant's. Do we have anything here? No. 2-1. Sorry. Your musings are suddenly interrupted when an explosion breaks the morning peace and a massive cloud of dust arises Tyrant's arena in the city below. Screams in the street tells you that something has escaped the arena and is beginning to make its way through Sabek. It appears that the started door plot has already begun. Erase all keywords. We didn't want to die. We didn't want to be a vampire. Maybe there's some way we can. I should have attacked it. Yeah, I think I should have attacked that one. I was willing to be like the as long as the Dragons, because the Dragons was like very sympathetic, right? They were lost because it looks like the Starlit are even more the enemy. Okay, so erase all keywords. Yes. Return all stamina cubes. Blah blah blah. Return all map cards. Cement. What else? Okay, I think I did something wrong. Recall the reveal discovery card 56. I chose the other way around. Title cards should be the title cards, not discovery cards. Should be reading this more properly. 22, 27. Put this back. 22, 8. That's why it's discovery, not. So discovery card 56 was the. What's 56? It was just too excited. Yes, the inkwell. Got the inkwell. And the title card that we missed. 22, 27, and 28. 22, 27, and 28. Starlet's Hope, Mola's Respect, and Mazik's Esteem. There we go. That's why. So I think we might need to go back a little bit. Since we went there from the G, let's go to F. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, good. Thing there. Even when we got bit, nothing. Okay. So now we just read the final entry for as well. For I think we have Mazik's. What's that? Mazik's Esteem. Starlit Devil. Nope. Mazik's Spite. Nope. Mola's Contempt and Starlit Killer. Nope. Mola's Respect. Let's read this first. So I knew I missed something there. That's why I got those stuff. It says here, an elderly dragonkin and member of the Starlit Door looked kindly on you in Undercity when you agreed to take on the quest of an initiate in their order. And here, Starlet's Hope. You were welcomed by the member of the Starlit Door, who invited you to join their order. Will you prepare for yourself worthy to advance in the ranks? And lastly, Mola's Respect. You have earned the respect of Mola, a stealthy bastard thief and a member of the Starlit Door. She was impressed by your interest in the occult secrets. There we go. So let's read Mola's Respect and more. You befriended several members of the Starlit Door, the secret organization that appeared to be plotting against the crown. They possess deep knowledge of Ulos and its relationship to other planes. Expect that there is much more you can learn from these new friends, but you also fear that your position with the King's Guard may be in jeopardy once your association with the Starlit Lords become known. Starlit Hope. We have that as well. The mission that Masik gave you to discover the mystery of the library was intriguing. You can't help but wonder what other mysteries are known to the Starlit Door. Their plans for Sabek should transpire soon. They told you to meet them at the Temple of Ulos, where there are idols to the gods of every race. The purpose of the Starlit Door plan still eludes you. Okay, can buy some stuff. We don't have money, so don't think we can buy some stuff. We can 30 and 3. I keep on mixing the titles, and I should probably always check that properly. And 30. Okay. Do we return the items as well? I think we return the items as well. Return all bonus play. Return all cards in the active space. Return all map cards and items. Yes, we do. So this is just like a one-time use. So 81, 64, and 87. Thinking of doing an upgrade soon. Maybe we can do an upgrade. 51, 87. Last is 64. We have 4 XP. We can upgrade the mastery track if we wanted to, or we just do 5 health, 4 health to 24. I think let's do 4 health to 24. Be the safe side. Let's use 4 XP, make it 24. And we just save 2 gold. So there's not much you can buy with 2 gold. There wasn't much gold. At least it's like thematic, right? There isn't much gold in the Undercity. We got a vampire thing for us, so yeah, that's that. And I think that's it. Try to continue next. I think I still have ample time, so I can do another run. So I'll just try to wrap this up and then fix it again. Maybe have a quick lunch and continue this to Venture 4. They like what they, I think from reading most of the forum stuff, says you might encounter death on Adventure 3 or 4, which we did in Adventure 3. So yeah, it was not good. That was not a good death because it basically wiped all our XP, where we should be like having more cards or even like more bonus play limits, right? Now it's not. Anyways, thanks for joining.